There are moments in life when everything else fades away. Time seems to stretch or even disappear. The task in front of you feels effortless, almost automatic, and yet deeply satisfying. Whether it's writing, painting, coding, playing music, or even running, you feel fully absorbed. No distractions. No self-doubt. Just pure focus. Psychologists call this experience the flow state, what many describe as being in the zone. The concept of flow was introduced by psychologist Csikszentmihalyi, who spent years studying what makes life meaningful. He found that people often described their most fulfilling moments not when they were relaxing or being entertained, but when they were completely engaged in a challenging activity they loved. Flow, he argued, is the secret ingredient to some of the most rewarding human experiences. So what exactly happens in the mind when we enter flow? Imagine a balance between skill and challenge. If a task is too easy, we get bored. If it's too difficult, we feel anxious. Flow sits perfectly in between, where the challenge stretches our abilities but doesn't overwhelm us. In that sweet spot, our attention locks in, and we lose ourselves in the process. Athletes often talk about it. A basketball player who can't miss a shot. A surfer who feels one with the wave. Musicians know it too, those moments when the instrument feels like an extension of the body. But flow isn't limited to elite performers. Anyone can experience it. A student solving a tough math problem, a gamer deeply immersed in a level, or a gardener so focused on their plants that hours slip by unnoticed. Neurologically, flow is fascinating. Studies show that during flow, the brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for self-monitoring and worry, actually quiets down. This temporary silencing, sometimes called transient hypofrontality, reduces self-consciousness and fear of failure. At the same time, dopamine and endorphins flow more freely, boosting focus, creativity, and even a sense of joy. No wonder flow feels so good, it's literally rewiring the brain for peak performance. But flow isn't just about pleasure. It's deeply connected to growth and mastery. Because the state sits right at the edge of our abilities, it nudges us to improve. Each time we enter flow, we're pushing our skills just enough to expand them. Over time, this makes us better at what we do, whether that's playing an instrument, coding software, or practicing a sport. Flow is like nature's way of rewarding us for stretching beyond our comfort zone. Of course, not every moment of focus is flow. True flow has some distinctive qualities. There's a clear goal or direction. Feedback is immediate, you can tell whether what you're doing is working or not. Your sense of self fades into the background. And most importantly, time feels different. Sometimes it speeds up, hours flying by in what feels like minutes. Other times, it slows down, letting you respond almost effortlessly in the moment. The benefits of flow go beyond performance. Research shows it's linked to higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. People who regularly experience flow report feeling more engaged with life, less anxious, and more resilient in the face of challenges. It's not just about productivity, it's about fulfillment. So how can you find flow in your own life? It starts with choosing activities that genuinely engage you. Flow doesn't come from mindlessly scrolling a phone or doing something that requires little effort. It thrives in activities that matter to you and challenge you. Next, minimize distractions. Flow requires deep focus, and constant interruptions pull you out of it. Finally, set clear goals, even small ones. Having direction makes it easier for the mind to sink into the task. Think about the last time you lost track of time doing something you love. Maybe you were sketching, writing, or building something. That wasn't just enjoyment, that was flow. And the more often we invite it into our lives, the richer our experiences become. Flow reminds us that meaning isn't found in passive comfort but in active engagement. It's in the hours spent creating, building, solving, practicing, and exploring. It's in those rare, precious moments when life stops feeling fragmented and starts feeling whole. Being in the zone isn't just a performance hack, it's a window into what it means to be fully alive.